It is right.
Also, the broadcasting is done.
No.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. Ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير حسبنا الله لا إله إلا أنت عليك توكلنا وأنت رب العرش العظيم وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. This is the continuation of the last week's discussion. We can keep the door for a while. Yeah, keep the door open for a while. The people come, but it makes more noise. The opening it. After a few minutes, we can close it. So for the newcomers. So let's just directly go into the subject that we were talking about. The verse, this is the explanation of that verse here. And when paradise is drawn within reach. This is the verse we are going to study is the explanation of this. But what does it mean? The paradise is drawn within reach. It means very close. It's next to you, with you. So we will understand. Now, let's read this verse in Arabic. Who would like to read it?
وسيق الذين اتقوا ربهم إلى الجنة زمرا حتى إذا جاءوها وفتحت أبوابها وقال لهم خزنتها سلام عليكم طيبة فادخلوها خالدين.
Yeah. So the translation, of course, somebody.
But those who were conscious of their Lord will be led in crowds to paradise, till, when they reach it, they shall find its gates wide open, and its keepers will say unto them, Peace be upon you. Well have you done. Enter then this paradise to dwell therein.
So, if you recall from last week's or the previous week's discussion, the angels, gatekeepers of hell, describe it as saying that, why do you come here? Have you not heard the message? Have you not heard that you shouldn't do what we have done? And the doors are closed, but they're okay. If you come here, I'll open it and you will get in with your own will. Now, this verse says, we studied this conscious of their Lord. Ittaqu rabbahum. We studied this last week. What do we mean by conscious of their Lord? Who is going to, do you remember what we have discussed about consciousness of their Lord? Actually, literally, it seems to be talking about, I am here, existing here, and Lord is somewhere there, and I am aware of it. Literally, it means. But the way we read in this class, we read the Qur'an, the belief in God should not be alienated from us, distanced from us. We should be experiencing it within our existence. The principle was, if you remember, if someone says, I am created by God, yeah, or we said this language is really false, God created me. But okay, people say this, but not in this class, but generally people say this, God created me. how do we know whether I am created by God or God created me? How do we know that? How can we be sure? It's very simple.
Through my own investigation.
Through your own investigation about
my existence.
About your own, be careful. These are all correct languages, by the way. But to be precise in methodology, through your own createdness, we emphasized on the importance of internalizing the belief within your own self. So don't make it an external thing that he created you. Yes, the creator is there, but how do you know that the creator is the creator who has created the whole universe? But how do we know it? As far as my responsibility of knowing the creator is concerned, starts from the journey within myself. This is, never forget this, my own createdness. If someone doesn't accept that I'm not created, okay, we say, okay, bye-bye. Think about it, because I cannot make you think that you are created. Think about your own being. Think about your own existence. How do you explain it? It's so simple. How do you explain that I am like that as I am? As I am. Nothing that we are expected to use our previous belief or understanding that, oh, according to my religious tradition, God created me. No, no, no. Just within yourself. Be comfortable. And if someone says, I don't believe in God, okay, that's up to you. But go and think of your own existence. That's it. That's what we have to say. We should, they say to prove God exists, or proving the existence of God, as if there is something up there and I am proving that that thing exists there. Look, it may be the case. We give the typical example that the computer has an engineer to make this computer. I know that, but how do I know that an engineer or some engineers have made the computer? How do I know that? Have I seen the engineers making this? How have you seen that? How do you know that the computer, the laptop is made by an engineer or several engineers? Doesn't matter, one or two. Something else. Engineer externally exists. Yeah, that's what alaikum salam. So it externally exists. Engineer is not within the computer. But how do I know that there is an externally existent engineer? Did I see him or her? No. Did you? No. How do you know that? Definitely, I'm sure it has an engineer. How do you know? How do you know? Yeah, be brave, be brave. Don't worry. Yeah.
That's what we've been told.
Sorry?
That's what we've been told.
We've
been told that.
Told
That it's been created.
So
Told. We've been told that it's been created by an engineer.
If you were not told, wouldn't you say that it is made by someone expert on making this?
Yeah.
How do we know that? You don't have to be told. Because somebody's narration is nothing to do with you. Yeah? Be careful in this class. Not only you, everybody, me too. Be careful. We are establishing the methodology. Huh? That's what we are here for. You don't have to be told. You go in there, work on it. What do you find? It is made by a knowledgeable, conscious being. Do you need to be told? It is very simple. But this way of understanding, I'm not accusing you. No, I respect any answer. But of course, right or wrong must be distinguished. Now, this kind of understanding, this kind of approach to belief matters, be careful, belief matters, is useless and wrong. Useless. It doesn't make your heart satisfied. I am told. I haven't experienced it. That's what we are trying to establish this here in this class. So we are told that the universe has been created by God. By whom? By the prophets. I don't know. I haven't seen the prophet. And that is prophet's narration, nothing to do with me. Do you understand? But when you look at the laptop, for example, or anything, now here is the stuff, I think, there. When you start using it, it cannot make itself, can it? Now, if someone says, prove me that God exists, what will you say? Okay, I have nothing to prove you. Go home and think about your own being. Who you are. How do you explain your existence? From yours. So now, when we say that, it is always, we have to be very careful, we keep saying this, with the language that we use. When we say that God created me, or I am created by God, of course, the engineer is not a computer, is it? No. No, there is an external being made this. So the universe is not God, is it? But the universe needs to exist. So that's why we are searching for. That's what we are searching for. What is the source of existence of this universe? Or start from yourself. What is the source of existence of yourself? So go and think about yourself. Don't read the Quran or Hadith, especially Hadith, don't read the one. Yeah, be careful, because it is very difficult to read the Hadith. Always I tell this. So don't listen to religious people. Never. What you do? Listen to yourself. Go and listen to your own consciousness, your own being. So if you conclude that I cannot come into existence accidentally, everything is perfectly done. And accident cannot guarantee the perfection. It is accident by its own definition. Accident is accident, cannot guarantee the perfection, cannot guarantee the purpose, cannot guarantee the order. But in the universe, everything is with order. Existing within our order. The order demonstrates that accident cannot exist. Right? So from there, you have to be aware of your own reality. So conscious of their Lord. Now be careful. I'm going into a deep matter actually. There is a Lord there. Yeah. For example, we are using this room, right? And we applied for it. We got permission for it. We required for the projector on many occasions. So they said, okay, it is guaranteed that the projector is there. Don't worry about it. And all these things show that there is an administrative body here. There is an administrative body, and any administrative body needs a well-organization, good organization. And the organization needs conscious arrangements. Conscious arrangement needs conscious directors, principals, or responsible people are there outside of me. by looking at myself, saying that by looking at my own self, I cannot say that this institution has a principal or, I don't know, president representing the organization. I cannot say that. But when it comes to Lord, Lord means your Rab, the one who gives you existence, who takes care of you, who grows you, or whatever, however you exist, arranges everything. Comes to it, it is not external to you now, but it doesn't mean, be careful here. It doesn't mean that your creator, if you come to this conclusion, of course, does not exist externally. No. In acknowledgement of being conscious of your Lord starts from yourself, investigating your own being. Be careful, it is not the usual way of presenting this kind of vocabulary of the Quran. Taqwa or muttaqi, ittaqu. It's not, I don't think you've never heard this. I have never heard this at this age. So be careful here. The investigation starts from yourself. Don't bother about bringing evidence that the universe needs a creator, and definitely look at the universe, it is how well ordered, arranged thing. Don't bother bringing any evidences in order to prove that this universe has a Lord. And it may be you or me or any person who inquires. Does really God exist or something? Whoever it is, doesn't matter. Go and think of your own self, your own existence. Now, the fine point here is very fine point. Conscious of their Lord or conscious of my Lord, I have to start the process from myself. In my own existence, be careful with the language, I have to conclude the necessity of a conscious being who made me. How? If I remember, if I understand that I am made. Because the language, be careful. Oh, I keep repeating this phrase a lot because it is very essential. As soon as I am, when I say, I acknowledge I am made, I am given existence, I am arranged in the way that I am now, perfectly adjusted, ordered, balanced, meaningfully given existence, that as soon as I say I am made, automatic language is what? I have a but if you don't start from there, I am made, there is no need to talk about the maker, existence of God, evidences for existence of God. It is external. So people, when they think that without realizing that they are made purposefully, what they do, they say, these people claim that there is someone up there or somewhere. He is making, come on, you must be joking. I've never seen anything like that. I'm just seeing the things, beings as they are. And they conclude they are crazy. They are just imagining. They just believe in mythology. Mythology. It is just fable. It's just a story. So that, am I pronouncing it rightly? Fable?
Fable.
Fable. It is just a fable. Because first they imagine a God out there and he is making the world. I don't see like that at all. The things exist by themselves. Here they are. It doesn't work. My suggestion is never try to prove the existence of God by bringing evidence from outside. Just tell them, if you really are sincere and serious in your investigation, do nothing. Think about yourself. Start from there. Applying to this verse now here, who were conscious of their Lord. So how can you be conscious of their Lord after this explanation? Think about it. You have to realize their Lord within your own existence. Then it is the starting point of acknowledging that you have a Lord through your own existence. So that's why we always say that the Quran must be read within your own reality right now, right here as you are. It means I have to be conscious of my Lord through my own existence. My conclusion will be, yes, I have a maker. Of course, I'm not the maker. Yeah, but if you are conscious of your Lord means any human feelings that you have is arranged by the one who gave you existence. Again, being conscious of your existence means thinking about yourself, thinking about your feelings, thinking about your human qualities, and who has given them existence, who has arranged them, who has really made you aware of their existence. Again, conscious of existence, which is the term you keep hearing, those people who come from Muslim background. Taqwa. Then people say, fear of God, God-fearing people, right? Generally. So there is someone out there, I have to be fear of him. Isn't that ridiculous? To me, I never will accept that idea. There's a God somewhere that, oh, no. He's really powerful, he's going to kill me, or can really destroy me anytime he wants. Oh, no. Okay, you are right. Calm down, man. Calm down, it means. It is ridiculous. Internalizing the belief. Now, God consciousness or the consciousness of their Lord must be experienced within your existence right now as you are living, as you are being, right now with you. Yeah, I have this feeling, and this feeling this feeling must be given to me by the one who gave me existence. And through this feeling, now stage 2, by giving me this feeling, what is the purpose? Think about it. Why the one who gave you existence must have given you this feeling? Without any purpose, just entertain, but at the end, I am going to slaughter you. Do you think this is the purpose of the existence of the feeling within me, given to me by my maker? What is the purpose of the existence of the human feelings? They are given. I have to go through the stage, of course. Let's assume that we have gone through this stage. Okay, this feeling, what does it mean, this feeling? Given to me for what? Do you think it is an accident? Meaningless? Purposeless? All human feelings? Can it be? Or can they be? Yes or no? No. Okay. B. Why do you think my maker has given these feelings to me? Why do you think? We call them feelings, human qualities. Even the flesh. Why? Why are they given to me? What do you think? You know, why are they given to you? Have you ever thought about it? You must have been thinking about it. That's why you were absent for some weeks. What was your conclusion? Anybody, of course, not personal. Anybody, just throw your ideas. Don't worry. I don't get angry, but if I find it wrong according to me, I say no. But it doesn't mean that I'm angry because you express your feelings, your understanding. Try. If it makes sense to me, I will say, I agree with you. If it doesn't make sense to me, I will say no. Well, whatever I say, if whatever I say doesn't make sense to you, you will say no. You say no as well. Let's make the truth and falsehood clear. So
maybe we have feelings so that we can make decisions.
We are given the feelings to make
decisions.
About what? Yeah.
About how to act.
Sorry?
Like how to act.
You will ask?
Act.
Act. So acting for what?
Like,
what are you going to act?
My feelings tell me what to do.
Okay.
And what I do is based on what I feel.
So do you think you act and you act and you act and you die? Feelings are given to you. Human qualities are given to you. Yeah. At the end you die and disappear.
Well, the feelings also give you information about the past actions that help you inform future actions.
So, what are you going to do in the future actions? So, for example, you have done something yesterday, you learned something whether it was right or wrong, or as it was your experience, and you learn today, and tomorrow you will improve your, of course, actions, and you will die. So what? Do you think the one who gave you this existence, because we went through this stage, okay, don't take it personally. You don't have to force yourself. If you have not thought about it, say, let me think. Yeah, be frank. Be frank. So what do you think? Why do you think these feelings are given to you? Our own reality. It means we are living here, we are giving the life, and the feelings are given to us, and at the end we are dead. We are given death. How perfect you are, at the end you will die. Do you think only this purpose? You are giving the feelings, and your creator, the one who created you with perfect combination of feelings, perfect, yeah. Not only outward feelings, physical, that we can experience, seeing, hearing, but also thinking, feelings that I like, I don't like, it must be so, my hopes, my fears, my anxieties, oh, everything, you know, my expectations, oh, lots of things. They are all perfectly harmoniously working in order to, yeah. Good.
In our reality, the feelings have been, all sorts of feelings, being good, bad, have been given to us for us to experience, acknowledge, and eventually draw a conclusion that this creation, our reality within this creation is not perfect.
Our reality is not perfect.
Within the creation.
Now, according to the transient nature of the creation, doesn't really fit our feelings, because our feelings need to be perfect eternally. This universe doesn't fit, so
right, it doesn't
cannot
fit.
Cannot fulfill their purpose. Yeah.
How I think that the creation provokes the feelings and reactions within us before we have a predisposed
So
feeling.
before we have coming.
Before we have a predisposed feeling to the creation.
So
Before we have a predisposed feeling towards the creation.
yeah, okay. So you have the disposition towards the creation. What are you going to do with? Are you going to correct the universe order or what?
No, we don't have the predisposition. The creation is what provokes the feelings within us.
The creation does.
Yeah, like
Creation is stupid. They don't know anything. They cannot really do anything to my existence, can they?
no, the creation. Like everything we come to encounter with, everything that we come to experience with.
Yeah.
I'm saying we don't.
Come in here. No one's going to hit you because you came late, but you sit in the front. Don't worry. Okay.
Like we draw a conclusion from the experience. Like we don't approach the experience with a predisposed.
What are you going to do with it?
With our feelings.
Yeah. So, for example, you are predisposed to learn something from the universe and act accordingly. Maybe, not to use your senses in the wrong way. So, okay, you didn't use it. Have you corrected the arrangement of the cosmos, galaxies? Have you corrected how the tree grows or how the animals act? What are you going to do? Even you do it, do you think you can do better than the Creator has already given them the perfect disposition? That's the point. Now, I know the effect of humanitarianism mixed with the religious language. It is. I'm not saying that you are horrible. This reality, this case is horrible. Destroyed really belief system that we learn from the scriptures. It is very dangerous. If you really take it seriously, we will understand now why it is very dangerous after listening to this gentleman. He is the really a responsible father now. So, okay.
I try.
See, yeah.
So feelings are
All human quality of thinking and everything, consciousness, yeah. The feeling,
you can't have
abstract things, yeah.
so consciousness, feelings, all these things are tools for me to internalize what I observe. Right?
Okay,
So
you internalized it, yeah.
well, and when I internalize it, it forces me to reflect upon it because I'm a conscious being.
Okay.
Right? I reflect upon it to reach some sort of conclusion, right? And use that as a means of my life.
For you too?
To live my life.
Okay, you will live what?
With what I am observing and how I feel about it.
So, okay, you lived and you died and disappeared from the existence.
And part of those feelings is that I do want to feel happiness eternally. I do want to, okay, you said I'm a new father. I do want to see that I want to see my loved ones prosper. I want to.
Are you talking about me? Your loved ones. Sure. Oh yeah, good. Carry on. Yeah.
I have feelings. Know that there will come a time in where I will no longer be here. There is a time. There will come a time in where my daughter will not need me anymore to be able to sustain herself.
Well, I'm sorry.
She'll die, and my wife will die.
Okay, everyone will die, and so what?
Including you.
And I don't know about this, but your daughter will die, sure.
And these trigger feelings, and I need to understand.
Okay,
Where do I even get the feeling that
I
this is
think-
something that?
I think are in a very serious situation. Really, really. Why? It's not your fault. It is not the fault of the community, anything. We are not told. We are not told what is happening in our life and why we are here, what are we expected to do. Unfortunately, people are busy with the disasters, in that they are themselves in a disaster, meaninglessness. Really, ultimately, these things are very dangerous. These ideas are, I listened to 3 people, they are on the same line, mentioning about the same thing, to arrange my life in the better way. So what is the better way? Now, excuse me, I want to get into the subject. Well, I would like to hear you, but it is taking long. So, machine. Now, does this machine have some sort of qualities?
Yes.
Any kind of qualities? Yes. Okay, it's not meaningless. Even the table is not meaningless, but it has some sort of qualities. Do you think they are aware of their own qualities? Who is aware of their own? No. The main thing that the human quality. Sorry?
You don't know that for sure.
No. As far as my relationship with the table is concerned, table, according to me, according to my own experience, for me, it doesn't have consciousness. The table has no consciousness. For me, in reality, no one knows what in reality is. As far as I'm concerned, I have to think of the existence of things according to my own criteria. They are not conscious of themselves, so they are not expected to evaluate, to utilize their own qualities. But human beings, as far as we are concerned, for sure we are conscious of our own qualities. Now, think about this. The one who made me with the consciousness that I am aware of my human qualities. Made me conscious of what I have been given, endowed with. So the purpose, I have to think that, look, my maker gave me some qualities and I am aware of these qualities. Do you think there is a relationship? There is a correlation between my qualities and my being aware of them, and my maker has deliberately endowed me with these qualities? Going on, I am aware of them. What is going on? So do you think that because you are conscious, yeah, I don't know this lady, but you are conscious. I'm joking. Yeah, because you are, everybody can say, I'm conscious of my own qualities. I am made in this way. There must be a purpose in my being in this situation. All the qualities are given to me by the one who made me. Look, I'm giving the answer now. My answer, it's a personal answer. You accept or you don't accept. Let's argue about it. This is the main point. Rather than studying the rest of the verse, we have to solve this problem. Solving this problem, conscious of the Lord's phrase, ittaqu rabbahum, that we are studying now. So when I am given the ability to be conscious of my human qualities, the one who arranged me this, who has given me these qualities in order to know him through the qualities manifested in my existence. That's what I conclude. In order to know which kind of qualities my maker has, through the qualities he has invested in my own existence. That is the purpose of my existence, to get to know the source of my existence and which kind of qualities this source has, so that I will connect my existence to my maker. You are the one who is the source of all these qualities, and you made me aware of these qualities. That is the purpose, that I should know you through my own qualities. That is the key point, being conscious of your Lord. All the explanations I heard, not all of them, some people wanted to more, maybe better than what I suggest now. I don't know, I haven't heard you. I didn't let you speak, actually. It was my mistake because of the time limitations, okay? So you use your qualities for the life of this world, for any purpose, is transient, meaningless, because I am not made for this world. I am given life. I am also going to be given death, taken away from it. We always say that this universe is a school. We are students. We are learning. Learning what? Physics, chemistry, not for the sake of physics, not for the chemistry, but all the qualities I can observe and become aware of, the qualities manifested in these substances that I am studying, physics, chemistry, whatever, are the signs of, for me, because I'm a conscious being, signs of the qualities of the maker. Yes? So what we are used to in our secular education system, which is totally, we take the picture, or my classical example is a frame of picture or drawing, or how do you say?
Painting.
Painting, right? And study the painting for the sake of painting. That is secular education. Our minds are conditioned for how many years you have been in this education system to think on this line. We're made into robots. I'm studying the painting for the sake of painting, and painting will definitely be destroyed. I'm going to die. For what? Nothing. Painting has certain qualities, art. We never associate the qualities we can deduce from the painting. Say that the artist of this painting has all these qualities. Appreciate the painter or the artist, not the painting itself. All secular education, psychology, sociology, philosophy, mathematics, and all the education you are getting, whatever, biology, whatever the education you get, appreciate the painting, not the painter. It's very simple. And also it's very dramatic that we are indoctrinated to think in this way. Even in my existence, I appreciate and use the qualities within me for the sake of the qualities within me in this world. Nothing to do with the Creator. I am not blaming anybody. Please don't misunderstand me. And after the class, we will go to the masjid and pray, say Allahu Akbar. For what? Nothing. That is our tradition. In your reality, you don't have any conscience of your Lord. But it's not your mistake. Believe me, I am sincerely appreciating all of you coming here and really having a hard time. In my college, there is a new student came to our college and he studied philosophy. That's his second year. Anyway, somebody introduced him to me, etc. I told him, he told me, but I'm not being personal and I'm not really getting credit from it. That is, the credit belongs to the Quran, Quranic teaching. Be careful. And be careful when you read the Quran. It is not simple. With the conscious of their Lord, you heard from your culture, conscious of their Lord means really, or I have to take care of God's commands. So if I disobey them, he will smash me down, put me in hell. Oh, horrible monster. It's not God. Monster. That's what you are told. I'm sorry. So this boy said, Professor Ali. I said, what? Excuse me, sir. I take it as an insult. He was surprised. He thought that he appreciated me. I'm not a professor. Professors will teach you lies. I don't teach you lies. I'm trying to teach you what your reality is. So don't call me a professor. And be careful. It is not your philosophy class. It is 10 times stronger and more difficult than your class. So using iPhone and text messaging is completely prohibited. Use your text iPhone while in the class, never come here, go out. So I was so surprised. What a tough man, rude man. So it's very rude. Yeah, they understand. But in order to draw the attention, it's very simple. Believe me, according to belief in God, it means having God consciousness is very simple. It is within you. It is with you. Just use your consciousness in order to understand that you are made, like a painting example, not to appreciate yourself, to appreciate your artist, to understand him. Which kind of your Lord has made you, given you existence, so that you will be, your consciousness will be comfortable. I belong to the one. Whatever the things you have in your being, whatever the feelings you have in your being, by my Creator, letting me know He is the source of this sense. Now, of course, human beings are given freedom. We can always use the alternative idea. Yeah? Alternative idea means you are given the sense of helping others. Example, simple example. You are given the sense of, for example, loving your parents or loving your daughter, right? Okay, let's you remember this. So, loving your daughter. So, these are correct, but for what? For what? Until you die, you are given all these wonderful, amazing qualities just for life here until you die. It is so cheap. There must be a real higher purpose in our existence. What is that? To attach ourselves, to associate our existence to its source. So that is called God consciousness. You understand what God consciousness means? Now it happens here, within you, right? Never pray because you are afraid of God. If you didn't, He will punish you. God is not the monster. Pray to express your reality. What you have become aware of in your reality. So express it. Say, yeah, I'm very happy with you, my Creator. I belong to you. You are the absolute one. I belong to the absolute one. I understood and I appreciate you. Really. You are my owner. I belong to you. My existence belongs to you. Yep.
Just playing devil's advocate.
So, I don't hear first, and I don't understand if the language is not articulated. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's your normal way of speech. But for my own lack of confidence in my language, make it clear. Articulate.
So you said like one should pray in order to express their reality.
So in order to
Express their reality.
to express your reality. That's
So-
what I said. Yes, exactly.
So what if I don't feel like expressing my reality?
Correct. Very correct. While you are praying, you question, what am I doing here? Yeah? Or if you say it is God's command to pray, do you think God is really satisfying himself by saying, do this, come on, up? No, I am the boss. Do you think God is capricious? The creator of this universe is so generous, so that he has created you within a perfect, endless qualities, and also universe is endless, so generous, and everything is so perfect. I mentioned this topic because it is amazing. Even not the universe itself, even you study one atom, you cannot get end of the qualities there in the existence of the atom. And the creator of the atom says, I am the creator who is absolute. If I wasn't absolute, I wouldn't be able to give it. It means we can conclude from the existence of the atom is so generous. Don't be afraid of God. Now we are studying here, be afraid of yourself, cutting yourself off from your God and externalizing it. And instead of God, who gave you existence, who endowed you with this endless qualities, wonderful qualities, to a monster who satisfies himself by commanding you and you have to do something. To come to yourself, you understand that praying, fasting, doing all these sort of things that you mentioned here in his name, in acknowledgement of the source of these qualities, you are putting it into practice. While you are practicing it, you will say, this is the precious gift from my Creator to know him.
Right.
Oh, it's perfect understanding of worship of God. That's what we say. We come here, we are created. This is copy pasting to create, to worship God here. He heard from somebody else, and he says to worship God. We are here. Why? Why? We have to pray again. Go back to the monster God, which satisfies himself in our understanding. There's no such thing. In our understanding, we turn God into a monster, ordering us to do something, preventing us from doing something, prohibiting us from doing something, and getting satisfaction. Everybody obeys me, you see. They have to. It is not God. It is not the creator, the owner of this universe. That is our imagination. Because we don't really come back to ourselves. Okay.
Now, just for the sake of understanding, so like I know I was taught to, fear God. That's how I was taught growing up. Which is problematic.
This culture, yeah.
But
Be it out of this class.
But like, if I say I'm gonna pray because I fear being ungrateful to God, that fear, like that fear is already an acknowledgement that God must exist, or it's already an acknowledgement of God.
External.
Because that fear wouldn't be there if you had
external. For example, when you don't pay tax, are you not? But I don't know whether you are who pays tax. Pay tax, eh? So why do you pay tax, sir? Because you are going to be punished, eh? I do the same thing. No, it's not wrong. External. Belief is internal.
No, I'm not saying punishment. Like for me, if I go pray, even though I don't feel like it, but I fear being ungrateful to.
If you don't feel like it, why do you do it? The cultural influence on you. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. If you don't feel like it, it means there is something wrong. Why don't you investigate into it and try to understand? Well, even if I don't like it, I have to do it. I am turning God into a monster. Again, I don't like it. I don't like it, but I still do it. I still do it. No, the fear of hell or punishment that you are going to get. But I have to be grateful. Why do you have to be grateful? Why? No, if you don't realize that all the qualities within you are the signs of the qualities of God, and attach yourself to your source of existence, which is we call God, whom we call God, so how can you be grateful to Him? It is just, sorry, Naomi, it is just rhetoric.
I don't think like what you're saying and what I'm saying are kind of exclusive, but like what I'm saying is, in order for me to be grateful, I have to first acknowledge that the qualities I have are given to me, right?
In order to given to you for what?
In order to be conscious, in order to reflect.
Look, but I am very much afraid of being misunderstood. Understood. I'm very much afraid of being misunderstood. But please, 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 don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When you feed the dog, grateful to you as well. Dog. The dog.
The dog?
Yeah, when you feed it, he kills himself in order to protect you from the danger if you can. What does it mean? I am a human being. I'm not a dog. So even gratefulness needs deeper consciousness. It must be a result of previous preparations. So outwardly, I know for you, sometimes to repair the old buildings into their original form costs much more than building it from scratch. That's why, for example, did you know that in America there are many, many old churches, abandoned churches, are for sale. For how much? Huge church. For how much? $1. Sorry?
$1.
Yeah, you know that. Perfect. $1. It's symbolic. Why don't you buy it? $1, man. You know the restoration costs. Realistic to restore a church may cost you $20 million, because this restoration of the antique buildings so expensive. Now, why I gave this example? So even they gave me this building, old church, somehow classical, free. I wouldn't take it. Why? What am I going to do with this? I cannot really repair it. If I don't repair it, I cannot use it. It is no good. It's abandoned. It is ruined. And if I want to use it, repair it, it will cost me more than $1 let's say 50 or 100 apartments unit. What should I do with it? I can buy rather an apartment complex and rent it out and make money out of it. What am I going to do with this? Do you understand why I gave this example? I know. I'm sorry. Please, please, when you come to this class, be careful to destroy the herd religion. Leave it outside. Leave it outside. You cannot get out of it. You cannot restore it. It is too expensive, too hard, too difficult. So this language is very famous. We have to express our thankfulness to God. Where did you get the idea of God? Huh? I had to express that because we are using our senses as our senses. And they are to be used in this world. Nothing to do with acknowledgement of the Creator. Do you understand? So it is for the sake of this world. Why are you thankful for God who is, be careful, I use this expression with no shame, who is going to slaughter you, kill you at the end? You cannot love this God. He's going to kill you. Who gives you death? Who gave you life? Good God. But this good God becomes a murderer. He kills me. What am I doing? What is the nature of this creation? How can I be thankful to the one who kills me? It is rhetoric. Don't cheat yourself. It is very difficult to restore the ruin ideas. I have been struggling for it for decades. What does it mean? Don't copy-paste any language, any vocabulary. At least in this class. Yeah, go over to the masjid or to the street, speak to people. They will love you. They will say, we have to be thankful to our Creator. They say, yes, but who is the Creator? The Creator of the universe. How about yourself? Well, He created me. How about your feelings? I'm going to use it to, I'm joking, take care of my beloved ones. And then me and my beloved ones will be killed by the Creator that I am grateful. How can you be grateful to a murderer? Do you understand? It is impossible. This is full of contradiction. I know that you are hearing this maybe the first time. It is very difficult to establish our understanding based on this and making it your personal conclusion with a full confidence in your conclusions and belief within your own existence without giving any reference to external source is very difficult and not common. It is very easy if you are careful about the structure of the language of the Quran. It gives you the guidance and helps you how to get out of this contradictions, if you like, because we live contradictions. Thankful to God who kills me. We are thankful to God who is external to me, external to me, external to me in my realization. And saying that, yeah, I'm doing my duty. Yeah. God is not your mother. Don't defend, please. Don't defend. Thank you, but don't defend. This is no good to say. But I'm not blaming you. I know what's going on in the world. You know what's going on in the world, but you have to hear more. So mother prepares the food, or somebody, okay, who's taking care of you. You are thankful to the mother, and you take this analogy and say that, look, God gave me this existence, the things. I have to thank God as well. But God is not your mother. God is the owner of your feeling, which says, be thankful because I am the source of thankfulness. Mother is not the source of the existence of your sense of thankfulness. She is external. God should not be external for you. But you have to understand the difference. Mother prepares something, you have to be thankful. But this sense of being thankful to your mother is given to you by your Creator in order to understand that He is the source of thankfulness. Giving food to you because she wants me to understand that mother is the sense of thankfulness. She can't be. She can't be. She's a creative being. She has to do it because she has given this sense of helping their children. Can you ignore your daughter? I can't. Well, you say, yeah. For example, why? Because you are given this sense, encoded in your existence. You got to do it, and you are conscious of it. Why? You are giving this in order to understand that your Creator is the thankful. If you read the language of the Quran, it says God is Shakir and Mashkur at the same time. This is a deep subject. Okay, now God is thankful. Come to you, inshallah. Let's complete this very critical point here. Now, God is thankful. He says, I'm thankful. What does it mean? If you acknowledge senses belong to Him, in fact, consciously, He is going to be thankful to you. That is paradise. The Creator is thankful to you. What does it mean? Everything is guaranteed. You feel that I'm in paradise because my Creator is a thankful one. Do you understand? Difficult? Yes or no? Yeah, God, alhamdulillah. I'm very happy. So that is what everything must be attached to God. The description of the scriptures say that in the name of God. What does it mean? In acknowledgement of God. What does it mean? In acknowledgement of the source of existence of whatever the feeling you are experiencing, you are practicing. If you do something, learning, God is the one who is the source of knowledge. Yeah, that's what the Quranic language is. Beautiful, but really, I appreciate all of you because you are here. I noticed that to be in this class is very hard. You can stand this class, destroys all the ruins. It is very hard to let go your habitual life, which you have developed during 20 years under the influence of your imitative religion and also heavy secular education. Wow, we are really destroyed from too far. Secular education indoctrinates us, and imitative religion, the copy-paste religion, blocks your way of free thinking. That's your turn now.
No, I just wanted to say that I feel that from the conversation, I understood that consciousness is not a goal in itself, right? And if I were to read it, because this probably some of the confusion comes around this, and that the way I would read it is, but those who are conscious and as a result of that consciousness connect to their Lord, then that becomes the goal. The connection is the goal.
Yes.
And the consciousness is the means to
means. Perfect understanding. Now, you can read the verse how it goes well. Those who were conscious of their Lord will be led in crowds to paradise. Excuse me, not will be. I am already in paradise. Yeah? I am already in paradise. As soon as I use my consciousness and interpret and understand the purpose of the existence of all my feelings, that it introduces all these feelings are the means of introducing my source of existence and making sure that I belong to the Eternal One. Nothing worries me. Death becomes nothing. You belong to the Eternal One. What do you mean by death? Death is not killing, nothing. Just a transformation of one class into another. One type of existence into another. So you are in paradise with no fear. God keeps saying that really believers will have no, or believers have no fear. Yeah? وَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. No fear, no huzun. Say? Sadness or anxiety. You know, what will happen to me? What will happen to my daughter if I'm not here? If I lose my job? No. What? Who are they? Believers. Now, what is believer? That is what we are talking about. What is believer? And that's a good comment. I appreciate this, and it is perfectly fitting the way the stream of the thinking or the presentation of the verse. As soon as you are conscious of your Lord, you are in paradise. Don't wait until you die and you will be taken into paradise. You are already in paradise. Conscious, you are aware of it. Yes.
Since Lord is the owner of our feelings, and such feelings that are angry, sad, unfairness.
So
Lord is the owner of our feelings.
Yeah, that's it.
And some of the feelings that are negative.
Yeah, this is your distortion of the, because we said free will. No, we said, I think you have been really seriously following this class. Never think of any subject without taking free will into. Free will is given to you in order to realize the truth, reality, in contrast to what is not real at all. So you are free to destroy your feelings. You are free to interpret your existence as a result of accident. So it is not your reality. That is because if you really think about it, that you are the product of accident, you cannot bring any evidence to it. This freedom is to be understood, or must be understood seriously. Everything has one reality, and its counterpart is an option which doesn't have any reality. You cannot prove it. And so when you do something, destroy or distort your feeling, what you do the opposite. For example, rather than being merciful, you can be harmful. Harmfulness is not this feeling that's given to you. This is just an option. But you choose it. But you know that when you do something harmful, you know that you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it, but you are doing it because, I have the freedom to choose. I have chosen this way. So you know that something is wrong. Yeah, this is what consciousness really, this is how consciousness functions, to make you realize what is right, what is wrong. Okay.
So if we're experiencing sadness, for example,
yes,
then is the conclusion that I'm just confused right now? Like sadness came from the Creator.
Tell you something think she's excited. What do you think?
I guess
If you experience sadness in being harmful to other beings or harmful to anyone or anything, yeah.
Alma's question is like, we're given different feelings, and sometimes he said we have negative feelings. So let's take a hypothetical scenario.
Excuse me, we don't have negative feelings. We have the option to choose the negative, which doesn't exist.
Okay.
Option, like, well, I give the example, 2 + 2 makes 5. Can I say this? No. Can I say my tongue? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but does it have a reality? Existent? Have you seen anything exists in this world which is the evidence that 2 + 2 makes 5? No. Not at all. So what is the option? Human beings are free to say that 2 + 2 makes 5. But it is an option in order to understand that 2 + 2 makes really 4, but nothing else. Yes? La ilaha illallah. 2 + 2 makes 5 is wrong, la ilaha, so must be the right. Explain it. Look, not explain. Experience it. Search for it. You will see that 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You are sure that 2 + 2 makes 4, but nothing else. So this option, if you really think that, you are given this option just to make sure that you are choosing the right one. So that is, Iman is a choice. Iman is your conclusion. Belief is your conclusion. This is wrong, this is right. No one can say that this is right and that's it. No, as opposed to wrong but right. La ilaha illallah. Never forget this fundamental principle in the teachings of the Quran. This is very real. This is wrong, this is right. It means this is not wrong, but right. Prove it. Said. You will understand that when you do something wrong. For example, if I beat up somebody with no right, you, okay? While you're sitting there, you harm the lady next to you. You don't harm her, she's my student. So I will defend her. So you harm the, don't you know that you've done something wrong? Yes. Yeah, that's it. So you carry it. So be careful with the language. That's what we are learning in this class. You have bad feelings, you have good feelings. Is materialist, secular language of this, the language of the secular psychology. There is no bad feeling. It is just an option which has no reality. They don't accept this because they have one option. What is the one option? The universe exists, but nothing else. Some people have, again, one option on the other side. Everything is created by God. I don't know what it is. That's it. That's what I believe. Okay. Prejudice. So we have to be open to La ilaha illallah. Do you understand? It means this is not wrong, but right, because I have the evidence. I confirm it. If someone doesn't go through this stage, that rejecting the wrong or the mistake and approving the right, this person cannot have a belief for himself. It is just copy pasting. This is just copy pasting. Just imitating certain culture. If you are in the Muslim community, if you are in a Muslim family, you say, my religion is right. The Christians say, my religion is right. And everybody really, as the Quran says, everybody is pleased with his own party. Do you remember this verse? It's his own group. It means we are Muslims, we are the best. We are Christians, we are the best, definitely. Oh, yeah. Our God is the loving God, but the Muslims' God is killing God, war, God of war. You hear this rhetoric? What is right, what is wrong? I have to decide about it.
So the counterpart feelings, which there is a solution.
Options for say feelings. I
Option.
debilitated. Options.
The options that we can make it correct.
We can
Make it correct.
how? Yeah, how do you come back to the right? So
Yes.
first, 2 plus 2 makes 5. And then you put 2 things, and another 2 things, count it 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't make sense. So not 4, not 5. So you can correct yourself by applying it to the reality that you are experiencing. Always go to the reality. How can I go to the reality? Not by going to the Quran. And the things around you, they are all witnesses. Quran says, if you want to see the signs of me, look at the universe. Again, look at the universe. It doesn't say, look, that's my word, take it. It doesn't say. So we have to go and practice it. That's very, okay. When they reach it, it means paradise. It means when you find the paradise within your own being and understand that I belong to the eternal world. I am in the one secure from all sides. So they shall find its gates open. It's already there. Look at what the verse is so clear now. It's already there. You don't have to knock at the door as those people who deny the reality. They have to force themselves into it. But then the doors are open, and its keepers will say unto them, it means this understanding. Yep. But we have to go back to angels here. Angels are the keepers of the hell. Angels are the keepers of paradise again. But they are all angels. The Quran, in the language of the Quran. Why? Those that come to your question, I don't know your name, but I know you very well. But come to your question, when you do something wrong, when you conclude something wrong, angels come and tell you, you cannot be sure, you cannot have any evidence. Give it up. Give it up. Go back. Think about it again. Do you understand? Angels say, why do you come here? It's wrong, man. Investigate it, you will understand it. But the keepers of paradise are again angels because they are helping you. The keepers of hell also are angels because they are helping you. Things wrong. So keeper of paradise are angels as well. They say, okay, welcome. You're done right because it's perfect. You understand. You are comfortable. Yeah, that's correct. They approve it. But angels are the meanings that the carriers of the meaning to extract from creation, especially our own creation. So they represent the meaning, what they refer to. In the language of the Quran, they are the signs of their creator, the creator of the things themselves. Signs, the meaning are the signs. You can understand. These meanings come to you by something, through something. These somethings are called angels. So when you conclude that 2 plus 2 makes 4, so what you understand from the meaning of this phrase, 2 plus 2 makes 4, you are welcome, you are right, that's correct, you can see it, its manifestation in the world, here it is created in this way. They are welcoming you, which unto them, when they will say, when the angels, when you receive there, when you conclude this way, the angels will say, welcome, peace be upon you. It means you will be in peace. Salamun alaykum. Understand the salam? Angels will say, it means you will find it comfortably confirming by your own being. You don't have to be told. Be told by someone. You will find that things right. For example, You said that you are a dentist. Are you still practicing it? Okay. If somebody has coming to you with an ache, what do you do? The pain of the rotten teeth is really unbearable. Yeah, you know that how horrible it is, and you cure it. The man got to end. Oh, I'm relieved of the pain. That is the man who is relieved of the pain. You are the dentist, doctor. He is right to be happy. How about you? Why? The angel says you done right. Paradise, the keepers of the paradise angel, it means you have done right. Do you understand? That is the smile that you have. Huh? Okay, thank you. So if you have any further problems, come again. Yeah, you are happy. And then you come home and I don't know whether you are living with your family or friends or whatever roommates, you say, there was a man who was really in pain and I treated him in this way. He was so happy. But when you say he was so happy, you understand? Angel is bringing you the news that you've done something wrong, something right. I'm sorry, just the opposite. So, peace be upon you. Well, you have done. You have done right. Enter then this, yeah, to dwell therein, it means entertain the eternal happiness there because you understood that you belong. All your feelings and everything belong to the eternal one, absolute one. This is your love. Don't worry about anything. Yeah? You understand the paradise? Here, now, inshallah. Okay, last.
When we say paradise is reach, the drawn within reach part, can we say that through my consciousness, so that's what draws it? And
you don't feel any hardship to get into it.
Right.
It's not difficult. It's within you.
And
so
reach
simple.
And reach is basically that it's made possible.
More than this, not it is made possible. More than this, it is innate, encoded within you. You discover yourself.
Unless I choose to ignore it.
Why? You are free to choose to ignore it. Well done. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is perfect conclusion and also your comment. And also helped us to understand what's wrong with our culture. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim wa akhiru da'wahum and alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi hurmati surah al-Fatiha.